Welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat X.
Oh, hold on, I'm accessing my tactical data. Did we start?
Yes, we have started, yes.
Oh shit. Welcome back to Ace Combat X, everybody. I'm your pal CJacobs, and I'm excited to watch things explode. I'm obligated to say that on every video I'm in.
But anyway, so it's time to take on the GLEAR again, only at full power, because this is the bad timeline where we fucked everything up.
Hooray! I love fucking everything up.
But anyways, we just bought the XFA-27, the Scarface, the Super Plane for Ace Combat 2, so we're gonna take that out in this one, and unfortunately because it's so goddamn expensive, I can't afford all the high-tech weaponry for it, so...
Is it still a super plane?
Technically, like, it's kind of a mid-game unlock in this one.
Interesting.
So, like, it kind of gets outclassed by a lot of the, the even more fancier proprietary super planes that this game introduces. But, because it is, like, one of the, like, custom planes that Project Ace has made themselves, it's one of the few games that, or one of the few planes that, can actually be tuned with different parts.
Oh, it's
like
not,
you can
it's
see
not
here.
it's not a licensed plane?
Nope.
That's pretty funny. I like weird copyright stuff like that.
Allied ground forces have finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elva. They're the same troops we rescued from Stand Canyon. The mission will be to recapture Santa Elva, a vital transportation route. If we succeed in retaking the city, our capital Griswold will be within reach. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shockwave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level. Therefore, an assault by our ground forces has a much higher probability of succeeding. The mission can commence at any time. The GLEAR has troubled Aurelia long enough. The time has
And, like,
come to drive
so, like,
it out.
there is, like, a trap mission.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, that was the one I was talking about, but yeah, basically, like, the trap missions are the ones where it's like, okay, you know, if you do this, you know, there's negative consequences, and if, you ignore it, then, like, you get basically kind of the good timeline, so it does have that, that trade-off.
Interesting. Really interesting.
And, like there's, like I said, there's one in, like, each part of the game where if you do it, like, it actually kind of has a detrimental effect.
I see. All of your favorite characters die, and they never get to listen to Wes Scantlin's beautiful singing voice again.
There are no characters in this game, are you kidding me?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say there are no characters who like Wes Scantlin.
Oh...
Not since Chopper.
That is also an objectively true fact.
Alright, baby, here we go. Climb, baby, climb. Destroy that GLEAR.
Yep.
Reconnaissance. Something's wrong. The enemy is nowhere to be found. No sign of the GLEAR. Nothing? That's impossible. Damn, Laseth. What are they up to?
That's impossible. It's huge.
Oh, there it is.
Oh! Was it using like a sci-fi cloaking device or some shit?
Hell yeah, it was.
Fuck yeah!
Mm-hmm. And so, again, because that cloaking device and the cannon and the shockwave missiles are active,
Oh shit!
yeah, we gotta deal with all that crap in this mission.
The GLEAR were just vaporized. What on earth is that? That's the GLEAR!
Holy shit. You know, it's a little bit more badass in this version. You were right.
Yep.
I don't think so. I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir, Griffith 1, it appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If the Allied ground forces are defeated, we won't be able to maintain our military presence. Casualties to the Allied ground forces will be displayed on your MPG. Protect them and keep the game...
Whoa!
Yep.
Our ground forces are strong enough to...
And, yeah, the neat thing about this is, like, that transparent thing, it's actually a full-blown texture bubble that wraps around the Gleipnir itself.
That's pretty cool. Like, oh, this is so cool. The tone of this is so different. And you can't go under the Gleipnir because it'll blow you up.
Yep. And you can't go over it either because the SWBMs are in play for this mission too, so yeah, it can blow you out of the sky in both directions.
Man, that is so cool. God, this is so... Oh, Nungear Crow and I were talking about this between episodes. I really like that being on the PSP and having less power in the system overall, you know, like less power than a PS3 would have, has forced them to make creative decisions like that they otherwise might not have made. And I think it makes the game so much more interesting. Like, having to make those concessions caused them to be more creative with the stuff like how you can choose to approach missions and how they react to the way you play. And it's cool shit. I love video games.
So, two things at play here. So this is actually our first chance to really get a sense of what the cockpit inside the XFA-27 looks like, because you couldn't do cockpit views in Ace Combat 2, and also the Ace that spawned in there, Firestorm, I actually know the parameters you need to do to get this one to spawn, and it's you've got to take out the Gleipnir's cloak before it fires the shock cannon a second time after the cutscene.
You didn't have much time to do that, like...
Impact!
Oh yeah, no, it's like a razor-thin margin to get it to get that Ace to spawn in, and plus, when, like, the Gleipnir is cloaked and everything, like, you can find it very easily at close distance, but, like, if it gets away from you and it gets into, like, the draw distance fog, you know, good fucking luck finding it until it comes back again.
Can you still shoot it and blow up parts on it while it's cloaked?
No, I think all the targets on it despawn temporarily, but, you can still, like I did there, just fire it with the gun at it and hit it.
Yeah, if you get lucky.
Yeah. And then I think the cloak itself, like, has a hitbox, and then once you kill it, it despawns the cloak and it brings the regular targets back.
I see.
10 seconds.
Man, is the music different?
Yep.
Man, the music's more, like, intense and everything. Like, oh. Like, again, the whole tone of the mission has changed. It's really neat. Holy fucking shit!
Yep.
Don't get caught in that!
Oh god, no, yeah, and that thing will basically take you out in one hit too, but yeah, you are right though, like, the music for, like, 7A is, like, you know, this thunderous, like, you know, kick-ass, like, okay, like, we've got this thing on the ropes, we're gonna beat the shit out of it music, and the music for 7B is this, like, it sounds like it should be in, like, a horror game, like, oh my god, we're all gonna die.
So if you're just, like, above its altitude, do you just die if it does that?
Yep.
So, like, just in general, you just have to be below it. Man.
Yeah, like, Crux basically straight up says, okay, like, stay below the Gleipnir if you want to survive when it launches a missile like that.
Yeah. You know, if I was playing this game would kick my ass on this mission.
1, impact!
And also, yeah, when it does, like, that shaking effect, like, it literally does fuck with your ability to control the plane a tiny bit.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So I don't know if you know this about the PSP, but I don't know if the actual console ended up having this, but back when it was first debuting, they were talking about, like, including, like, you know how the Nintendo Switch had, like, the HD rumble feature, and, like, it actually does, like, make a difference and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah?
Back in the day, they were gonna have the PSP have that functionality. Like, the console was gonna actually shake, like, with various rumble bits inside of it. And, like,
oh, that would have been great.
Having the thing actually shake in your hands when it does the explodey bits, that would be pretty cool. Where's my Ace Combat game on the Switch?
Well, I don't know. They managed to get one on the 3DS.
It's coming someday.
Yep. Although, God, I do not want to see what a stripped-down Switch port of Ace Combat 7 would look like.
It'll look like Wind Waker. Just redo all the graphics to be cartoony.
Oh god.
I regret to inform that we will not be able to complete the mission. It's time the Southern Cross saw the true face of Lisa's might! Prepare the shotgun!
That is awesome voice acting. That's so great.
Yep. Like I said, like, the voice acting in this game kind of runs the gamut to, like, okay, they clearly didn't give a shit to they gave too much of a shit.
They intend to use the shot cannon on the city.
Holy shit!
Countdown to shot cannon fire.
So yeah, basically, yeah, this thing is now flying at a 45-degree angle to line up that cannon to just blow the shit out of the city, and, we've got to kill it before that gauge fills up, but, thankfully, as you can see, it takes a long while for it to get ready, so...
Yeah, we got time. It's way more serious, but we got time.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Even in the bad timeline, it's like, I would rather fuck up everybody than be killed.
Yep.
Fuck you, Gleipnir. That's twice now. This game is great. This might be one of my favorites so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a lot of people's favorite game, and also there's minor differences in the dialogue too in the cutscenes here as well.
Just a little more.
That's so cool.
Long enough. Please crash into the river. There are too many civilians here in Santa Elva. I will deliver one final blow to the enemy as commander of the Gleipnir.
Oh no!
Even that. We did it. The Gleipnir's falling. The Gleipnir is crashing.
Well, at least they landed in the river anyway. At least the same amount of people died at the end.
Yep.
Man. What an emotional roller coaster.
We've succeeded in destroying the Gleipnir, as well as taking back Santa Elva. The Santa Elva victory is fantastic news.
Still fantastic news, though, even in the bad timeline.
Yep.
Oh,
they, you know, they can only do so much with the variables in the game.
Yeah.
With all of that raining debris, it's amazing the city sustained so little damage.
Although, yeah, they do shout it out that, oh yeah, surprisingly, the city survived this time.
Hey! Good, I guess. Got a new ship color! Model unlocked! Great!
Unthinkable! The chatter of the nightly parties fell into silence. In place of the sumptuous banquet, weapons to protect the capital were rolled in. Griswold is in turmoil over the shocking news, but who would have thought that underneath the chaos lay an even greater story? Aurelia's exploitation of Leysath was all a ruse. In fact, Aurelia had been Leysath's largest benefactor in aid. The truth remained hidden from the public, while any aid meant for food was spent on arms. Why did this happen? Why was a lavish party held to boast the performance of their newest weapon? The trail of money surrounding Diego Navarro would lead me to the answer. Diego Navarro is not only Leysath's commanding officer, but also controls their arms industry. He has used continued conflict as a means to amass an enormous fortune. This war was conceived as a replacement for the Civil War to further increase arms sales. I can't help but wonder how much of this truth the soldiers risking their lives for Leysath really know. The classified documents contained much more than just information on the airborne fortress. The transfer of financial revenue and commodities were also recorded in great detail. What does all of this have to do with Leysath's commanding officer Diego Navarro? Even after all that's happened, why does he still seem so naturally at ease? I've unwittingly found myself fearing for the safety of the Southern Cross.